Royalty is here. Vtuber, hey, a video that I meant to react to like last week, but I didn't get a chance to. So here we are, my dudes. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I like Royalty is here. He's a freaking great YouTuber. Let me share this video. Please go drop him a like. Go drop him a sub. The guy makes some amazing content, and he has one of the greatest icons in YouTube. Like little, you know, I love it. It's like a little, I don't know what it is. I think it's a great tit. I think that's actually what it is. But please correct me if I'm wrong.
VTuber is. Why are you lying to me? After
Wait,
all
what?
we've
What?
been. So if you don't know what a VTuber is, why are you lying to me? After all we've been through, after all the toxic, viscous filth that is the internet, we even talked about age regression, and God knows
Bro, I don't know what a VTuber is. What are you talking about? What is that? Never heard of it.
how many VR chat videos. But if you don't know what a VTuber is, this
I
is
don't
also my third video or something on the topic. And
What
to
is that?
conflict popular opinion, I'm not a walking encyclopedia on the subject. In fact, most information about the videos I made is involuntarily force-fed to me.
I've never
probably
seen any of
causing
this.
permanent damage to my frontal cortex.
Morning!
This is the bank. Shut up! I want morning! Shut up! Morning!
The storage of said corrupt information. But VTubers have been around for quite a while now. The concept somewhat started in 2016 with the VTuber
I kind of want to check out some
AI,
Bootleg
who
videos. I
some
don't know what the hell that
chromosome
is.
deficient individuals thought was actually an AI.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Absolute cavemen. But we do in fact, in the current era, have an AI VTuber, created by Vidal, and it isn't as charming as you'd think it would be.
A
It's
call
Neurosama.
between two absolute crackheads.
Who knew that forcing an AI to be a VTuber and giving said AI access to the internet, and let alone a Twitch chat, would make it slightly unstable?
You jiggle my insides. Oh. I guess you jiggle my software too.
The concept of being a VTuber
What
exploded
is-
in early 2020, perhaps due to COVID.
No,
and
in all honesty though, if you actually check out some of the clips from Neurosama, she's been getting pretty freaking advanced. I can't lie. The latest version of Neurosama is kind of insane.
people, it was instant success introducing themselves as a VTuber. But now we've got to the point where it's extremely oversaturated. Believe me, there is only a certain amount of species of animals you can make VTubers out of.
Nah, not what you mean, oversaturated. That's like saying the YouTuber sphere is oversaturated. It's just the next generation. What you mean?
And I'm pretty sure that every species has a VTuber representing it at this point. Even the fucking tardigrade or water bears probably has a VTuber in the work. But the category has become oversaturated, to the point where no longer, like in 2018 to 2020, simply being a VTuber is not enough to make you popular anymore, and it is extremely hard to differentiate yourself with other VTubers and grow an audience in current times.
I feel like it's
To the
not
point where
enough
you have
VTubers.
neckbeards in your chat creaming over your streams.
I feel like we need more VTubers, actually. I feel like we need to at least have double the amount of VTubers we have now currently. At least!
Calling you their Oshi.
Get your boyfriend to do it for you. Here's the kicker, gamer. If only. Any volunteers?
But due to the popularity of VTubers and pool of personalities, VTubers have acquired some level of hate over the years. From saying it's not that hard to make content as a VTuber, to most of them are probably guys cosplaying as girls.
It's a dude? No shit. Guys, anybody that's role-playing as this is a fucking grown man.
There were some cases that happened. To the people that sit and watch VTubers are degenerate losers who only have one hand spare whilst watching. It's most definitely true as well, we just don't have any academic evidence to back it up. But today I
Okay,
wanted to
but
talk
to
about...
be fair though, in 2024, you could say the same thing about real girls too. Y'all never seen Vlad? Y'all never seen Vladimir? Hold on, let's be real. Let's be real for a second here. Hold on, we'll come back to you later, Bernice. Yeah, see, that's Vlad.
Hey, sorry.
You ain't never seen Vlad?
Can I take a picture?
Look, it's Vlad and Emeru.
Thank you so much. People used to tell me that I look like you.
Wait, are you the guy from?
I'm Vladimir, yeah.
Oh my god, wait, can I?
Of course.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Wait, you actually know me?
Yeah, I know you.
Damn.
Oh my god, yeah, I've seen Tony.
I freaking love Vlad. He's great.
Okay, here lies proof. And chat, now we'll know forever after I edit this video.
So I'm just saying, you criticize VTubers, but you can't tell IRL either. I'm just saying, how do you know? How do you know Emeru's actually a lady? I don't know, bro. I don't know. You can't you know what I'm saying? I'm like, prove it.
Some VTubers in particular
You don't gotta prove it, I'm
that
just
receive
saying.
hate for seemingly no reason or were misunderstood in certain instances resulting in hate, and some VTubers that due to their antics and behaviour have only themselves to blame for the hate they receive. No, this is not another Nux or Mariner video.
Well, let's be honest. Like, VTubers are they're just other YouTubers, other VTube streamers. Like, it's not like there's like a huge freaking difference.
Yeah, although they would fit in pretty well. First person I wanted to talk about is currently the face of the VTuber community, and that is Ironmouse.
Dude, the amount of hate she gets is wild.
Ironmouse started all the way back in August 2017, streaming for 1 to 2 hours a day, which compared to her latest streams and your average Twitch streamer is fairly short. But there was a reason for this, as she had a condition called Common Variable Immune Deficiency, or CVID, where she seemingly had a lack of an immune system.
It's a medical condition. It's a genetic immune disease. My body doesn't make antibodies to fight off infections or viruses.
Meaning things like a common cold, which is fairly easy for your average person to withstand, but compared to her is a hardcore run. This led her to be bedridden, isolated and unable to actually go outside to meet people, as doing such things increases the chance of coming into contact with bacteria, and her lack of an immune response means it's a lot more dangerous for her to do that.
It's tough because I have limited contact with my family and contact with my nurse and stuff, and I just have to be cautious right now.
Arguably, this is why she probably turned to streaming.
Dude, it really sucks. To hear about the struggles that other people go through, and really makes you sort of appreciate just being able to walk outside and touch grass.
Something she could do from her bed, and was one of the only ways she could socialise. Only streaming for up to 2 hours a day, as she had to take her meds and was not comfortable doing that on stream. But despite all of this, she still prevailed. Motherfucker was on Dark Souls difficulty and still kept on going, and even showed off her talents like singing, which she was really good at.
And even though that melody plays on.
Damn.
Dude,
What's your excuse for
mad
being
respect.
a useless member to society? And the fruits
Shut up!
of her
Don't
labour
judge me!
promptly started to show. She was able to reach goals to improve her work environment, like a bespoke bed that met her needs.
So I like to call my bed my workspace because that's where I am all the time. I use a lot of pillows to prop myself up.
And later when she increased in popularity, due to the fact she was so talented and her personality, she was able to use her newfound platform to raise money for charities relating to her condition, and could now pay her own medical bills and pay for her rehabilitation so she can walk again.
Listen, I only just recently gained the ability to stand on my tippy toes.
And even provide for her family that was struggling.
Gave to your parents is when you got rich as a streamer, you gave them money?
Yeah, I paid my mom's house.
Nice!
Was that
And I paid her
tight?
bills. Yeah.
She also made friends along the way with more
Freaking
VTubers and people like Sea-Dog, who you can see take part on her stream regularly. And then she surprised the internet by becoming one of the most subscribed Twitch streamers with over 300,000 subscribers, beating Kai Cenat's previous record and translating to almost
Which was
$1.5
amazing.
million, and a majority was going to charity. She did this on a subathon, which is basically every time someone subscribes, it extends the timer of how long you have to stay alive. And obviously with her condition, this would have been hard for her, but she persisted and was...
I'm actually trying... for nearly 40 freaking days, dude. Damn. I'm trying to do a subathon at some point. I don't know when, but I'm trying to like prepare myself for that.
Live for a long time, but this is where the problems started. As for an extended amount of time, she was the #1 Twitch streamer in terms of subs, and had dethroned people like Kai Cenat. And she was now on a pedestal where people could throw their feces at her, as now being the most subscribed Twitch streamer exposed her to a variety of people, most not knowing previously who she was, and just reading the headline that she had just beaten people like Kai Cenat, resulting in a lot of hate being sent her way. A lot from people
Which
not
I never understood, because even Kai Cenat was like happy for her.
understanding how she had got so many subscribers, and some people not even know what a VTuber was.
Most subscribed Twitch channel ever. What? As she surpassed Kai Cenat's record. Wait. Hold the fuck up. What? What the fuck is this? I'm not even trying to be on no hating shit, but what the fuck am I looking at? Can somebody give me the context behind this? I saw.
Why are there a bunch of Winnie the Poohs behind him? What's with the Winnie the Poohs?
I saw this picture earlier. I thought it was like some type of meme. It's a dude? No shit. Guys, anybody that's role-playing as this is a fucking grown man.
But the hate persisted, and a lot of these people thought she did not deserve that #1 position because they thought she was not as good as their favourite streamers, even though most of her monetary gain was going to things like charity. This led to situations like Kai Cenat trying to calm
To this day, I am so freaking incredibly jealous of that Millennia statue. Look at that thing, dude. That is so
down his
sick.
audience.
Oh, I
all
love
your
it.
Twitch history and stuff. Iron Mouse has always been top 5 all time. She's always been on the leaderboards all time. You feel me? She's not nothing new. She's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. She's always been on a leaderboard. She's been there if you know your real Twitch shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that. But Chad, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
And people like Sea-Dog recently
Well, the real
speaking
one.
out about the undeserved
Actually, though, he's
hate.
legit, bro.
This video is about one thing. It's about the
Mad respect.
weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive, massive hate train against Iron Mouse.
But what a lot of people didn't know is that when Iron Mouse beat that record, it indirectly influenced Kai Cenat to start another subathon, using Iron Mouse beating his record as fuel to start it.
Oh, he was.
Fuck! Oh, shit.
Which created more entertainment for his fans, who a small amount
I
were
gotta clip that. I gotta clip that, dude. How is that not how is that not a more popular meme though? Just this right here. It would be so easy to change what it says too. Like just change it to anything else.
Fuck!
which created more entertainment for his fans, who a small
Oh, dude,
amount
I
were
gotta
attacking
freaking
Iron
use
Mouse.
that.
So she sort of indirectly benefited those that were attacking her with new content. Now when Kai started his subathon, he did beat
Who would have thought?
Iron Mouse's record by I think like 200,000, which arguably would have never happened if Iron Mouse didn't beat that record. He also recently commissioned a VTuber model and did a collab with Iron Mouse. But in
That is
conclusion,
sick,
a lot of
dude.
hate that was directed towards Iron Mouse was definitely undeserved. She had definitely dealt the worst hand when it came to spawning in, but did not give up, and actually turned her situation into something positive, being able to pay her own medical bills, provide for her parents, and provide charity to people that are in the same situation she is. But as said, she in no way deserved any of this hate. However, one VTuber that arguably did deserve the hate because they basically shot themselves in the foot, and this only happened a few weeks ago, was Gunpie.
Okay.
You're my little.
Gunpie is a small VTuber dog girl who only started in September of 2024 and has quickly found herself in many
Wait,
controversies.
what? 2024? So this year? Bro, I've been doing this. Well, hold on. How long have I been doing this? Well, I've been doing YouTube in general since like 2015, on and off. Like just sort of like messing around with it, making the content here and there just for funsies. But I started getting serious about it with like this VTuber model for like 2 years now. So what would that be? 2022? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about correct. 2022.
From the things she says
2023
with
maybe?
no filter. From her posting a Discord voice
It'll be on my
recording
YouTube.
calling her fans the derogatory F-slur, usually assimilated with being gay.
You're my little.
She is very quickly becoming the leafiest here of VTubers, but significantly worse.
I hate streaming. I hate streaming and VTubing. I hate VTubers. VTubers are ruining my life. Every unfunny female VTuber who replies to my tweets deserves to get killed by a sledgehammer. I'm gonna buy a sledgehammer on Temu. I'll make sure it's wrapped in microplastics, and I will wrap that sledgehammer around it. I'll eat them.
Jesus. Any of you getting a weird attraction to that female? Based on what she just said and the fact she acts like a psycho, you need help. You need Prozac. But apart from these,
you know, she's a little freaking unhinged. What the fuck?
These type of things she says, she began getting piled on by almost every other VTuber for a very different situation. So this all started when Gunpei outed one of her fans, making off-brand plushies of her VTuber model, and advised that people and other VTubers ban this person from their Discord. And then went on to say that the quality of the plushies were low quality and, in her own words, Temu tier plushies, and was roasting the person's creation. But the reason that
that's kind of messed up. If so, like, I get defending your own personal brand, but I feel like especially in the VTuber, the anime sort of community, there's always been the off-brand or sort of what would you call it, the knockoffs, and then there's been like the original. And there's like something to be said for people who get like an original, like, you know, like for example, I could have bought all of these figures that I have and I own knockoff, bootleg, easy. But I still bought the original Sega, Bandai, you know, Namco. Like I still freaking bought, you know, Bad Presto. Why? Because it's the original one. I like it. I like that one specifically. I want the original one. I want the one that looks nice. That like you know. So there's something to be said for that.
A person actually made the plushie.
I personally feel like if somebody were to be making plushies of me and like selling them, let's say like on Etsy or something, would I get mad? Not really. I mean, assumedly, unless it's like there's a difference, right, between like if like let's say there was like a corporation just trying to like mass produce my image, way different than if it was like a fan of mine trying to like, you know, like it's just something as like a fan, you know, selling to other fans on like a commission base. I feel like that I wouldn't be so mad. But I guess it would depend on like the, you know, the reasons why they were doing it. I don't know how I would feel about that. That's an interesting one to think about.
Was due to the fact that they were taking commissions and had completed a previous commission of Gunpei and had leftover material and plushies, so they joined her server to see if anyone else wanted one, obviously with monetary gain as a benefit. But obviously Gunpei was not happy with this person, and the main reason behind it became clear in the next few tweets she was releasing. And knowing the personality of Gunpei, she would add some more tweets about,
I mean, fair is fair. If you're about to start making money off of something, you probably should have like informed Gunpei or asked for permission and whatnot. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like innocent mistake. I feel like, you know,
the person creating these plushies as well. In her tweets, she would emphasize that she was making no money from this whatsoever and wasn't even getting any free stuff or free plushies from this, which seemed to be her main problem with this situation. And I think even if this person was handing out these plushies for free, she would still be mad. But that is not all she had to say. Once again, we're dealing with VTuber Leafy here, and she decided to take it a step further, going after the country the guy was from, saying $1 American is enough to live off in Vietnam for an entire week.
Yeah, see, that's just not fair. Now you're taking it too far. Now you've made yourself the bad guy. Like, why you gotta, like...
The person that made the plushies did apologize, but the VTuber community was on his side, basically saying this would have been flattering for any other VTuber, and they were by no way...
Yeah, it seems like everyone else is like, nah, I mean... It's just an honest thing.
They should beat their wives.
However, Gunpei did not agree. Now, let's play a game. Which one of these do you think Gunpei responded with? A, she realised she was getting a lot of backlash, so she made a public apology. B, she doubled down and blamed the VTuber community. C, she did nothing at all. And D, she went live and started crying.
Like, again, I feel like if she would have just like sent a quick DM to the plushie maker, just been like, hey, you know, I understand, you know, it's all cool, but like, hey, if you don't mind, don't sell stuff with my image or whatever the fudge, because you know I want to keep this. Like, oh, okay, understandable. I'm sorry, apologies. You know, there was no reason to make this public, really. At the end of the day, when she started personally insulting the plushie maker, that got so that just taking it way too far. Like, nah, son, that's messed up.
Saying everyone was being mean to her. Submit your answer now.
And like, to be fair, not that her like sorry, Doggo, Oreo, baby, come on, boobies, hey, Oreo, no blockies, baby. Sorry about that. I think there's someone out the door. Oreo, baby, hey, no blockies, baby, no blockies. Where you barking at, baby? Who's out there? Who's out there? Stay with me. Stay with me. Who's out there? Who's outside? Sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, no. I feel like fair is fair. If she didn't want it, haven't been done, you could have contacted the plushie maker. There was no need to make this such a public thing. Then it definitely wasn't any reason to start freaking like insulting her, insulting them. I mean, so you're handling this in just every single possible wrong way. Personally, I feel like the more I think about it, I feel like I'm being a bit great. Like, I would just be happy that somebody out there wants to make a plushie of me. That's kind of lit. That's kind of dope.
Ow.
She's gonna double down. Though crying is very easily possible. But I'd say her attitude led me to say double down.
If any of you answered A with the prerequisite statement I gave, you are the reason we need natural selection. It was B. She doubled down.
Yeah,
More accurately, she said the VTuber community was big R-wording her, basically saying she was not to blame, and it was kind of
what the
everyone
frick?
else's problem. And then there was like another tweet where she agreed with another VTuber saying the N-word or something. And then just continues to tweet thank you to the people that bought things off her Amazon wishlist, like a Dyson vacuum. There is no question about it. This VTuber is going to land himself in more
See, this is how come all these other VTubers are getting things purchased for them on like their Throne account and their Amazon? Like, I freaking need someone. What the frick?
controversies with the things they say.
What the
But once
frick?
again, if any of you are salivating over her, you have a problem.
I need to
But
start
now I've
promoting
shown
it
you
more.
two VTubers, one that definitely did not deserve the hate, and one that received hate due to their own antics. But now it's time to show you one that is in the middle, and be warned, you may need to use your brain to develop your own conclusion here.
Damn it!
What the?
So before
I refuse to be angry at Frug. I love Frug. I'm sorry.
I even go into this situation, I'm going to address the 44 Magnum that is pressed in the direction of my prostate, and that is, in my opinion, and don't get too angry over this, I think cheating bad. I know, a revolutionary opinion here, but I think
Bruno.
both people involved in this
Agreed.
situation did something wrong. But anyway, Apricot or Fruit is a lich VTuber that debuted back in November of 2020, and is British.
Let us commence forth. British.
One of my people, but
I
we
love her
will not
music,
be
though.
biased here. And she saw a lot of success. But one thing that was always
love her
following
little-
her
I love
around
this little
was
model.
her past relationship and husband, as she got married very young. And the husband has been following and accusing her of this constantly. And this accusation was that she cheated on him whilst he was on deployment because he was in the military. Now, there is
Oh, that
no hard
sucks.
evidence that she actually cheated, except from the husband basically following around trying to get everyone to know she did it on Facebook of all places. But he followed her around for years with this accusation, and it only really picked up steam recently when videos started arising basically calling out Fruit, like the Depressed News Sagi video, because she has done a lot of shady stuff in the past, but most of those videos centered around the cheating allegation, and arguably it may be because of these videos, she decided it was time to finally respond in a twitlonger. Not even a twitlonger, it was a Bible. 90 pages showing she was in an abusive relationship, when most times he was trying to force sexual acts on her, and if she wouldn't do said acts, would say he would cheat on her or end his own life. Now still, there is no hard proof she cheated, but there is some proof that he was abusive, with the screenshots of the Facebook messages, and the fact in his initial statement accusing her of this, he says he wasn't the best of people. But basically, there is no hard evidence she cheated. She does not mention it throughout the document. But if true, I think they both did something wrong. One was supposedly abusive and supposedly cheated before, and one cheated whilst their partner was actively deployed, with them saying they couldn't leave them because they were afraid of leaving. That's really where these situations should have ended. There's no further evidence. But no.
I have to say, cheating is wrong. Cheating is bad. Cheating is not acceptable. If you are in a bad relationship, I can see the nuance. You should leave that relationship. But I can understand the situation where you're scared to leave. So a lot of nuance in this one, which is why I don't have any strong particular opinions on it. But cheating is wrong. Cheating is bad. At the same time, if you have an abusive relationship, you should not be in that abusive relationship. That should not be something you should have to like suffer through. You get me?
She got a lot more hate for this, due to the fact nobody actually read the document. You had Asmongold react to it on stream, who only looked at the responses summarised in the document on the side of the husband.
There were apparently a dozen or so people that actually read all 90 pages, and after they looked into it, they found out that, in fact, she was the one that had cheated on her husband while he was on deployment. So if you look at the engagements here, let's read some of these, and I'd be pretty mad too if my wife fucked 5 different men instead of me. She put out a twit longer, begging for attention and looking for you know, approval.
That clip has since been removed from YouTube, but you can say it still did a lot of damage. You had WestJet, which did somewhat of the same.
Your husband who's there in Afghanistan fighting for the country? A loser!
But later removed the video when it was proved he was wrong. Just a little side note, I've still not forgiven you, WestJet. Guy watched one video I did and started using the same outro music as me. I'm meant to be doing the colonizing here, not you. I still watch his videos. And then you had Turkey Tom.
Oh man,
like,
the WestJet,
the
WestJet royalties
He
here.
was the one that called out WestJet.
The real drama, the real drama we want to see.
Read the whole document, but Fruit did get a lot of backlash for this. Even if it was not confirmed she cheated or not, she still received a lot of hate for the advertisement. It was true. But once again, if everything said was true by the husband and Fruit, once again both parties did do something wrong. But this was blown out of proportion, and she received a lot more hate due to the fact people didn't actually read the document.
Damn, here I was minding my own business, just enjoying my Second Amendment rights, and you people have to freak out on me.
So in conclusion...
Dude, I'll be honest. I mean, I feel like before he even says his piece, I just want to say, I feel like... You know what? I'll let him... You know, no, I feel like... At the end of the day, VTubers are just like any other person. Like, look, just because we're behind the freaking 3D model doesn't mean that we're any less chaotic and absolute like psychopaths than anyone else on the platform. Like, it's gonna be the same exact people, like any other. You just do it because you like to see the freaking model a little bit. You know, there's a little bit of it adds a little bit of spice. That's it.
For simply being VTubers, some for their actions whilst being a VTuber, and some outside of being a VTuber. But obviously if you have more than one functioning brain cell, you should judge these people based on their actions and their behaviour, and not just blindly hate somebody. But that's all I had to say, and bye-bye.
Well, it's safe to say...
Great freaking video. Absolutely agreed. I gotta turn this freaking autoplay off. I don't know how to freaking turn that off. Whatever. Great freaking video. Absolutely agree with his take. I love it. Yeah, I didn't get a chance. I unfortunately missed the Frug situation, so I didn't get a real good chance to react to that or like talk about it, discuss it. But no, but in general, each VTuber is their own person, and they're gonna have their own mistakes. They're gonna have their own story. They're gonna have their own like takes. They're gonna have their own situation going on, and that's just life. What else can you say? All right, we're gonna move on. I already shared the video. Yeah, already shared the video. Please be sure to go drop him a like, go drop him a sub, all that good stuff, my dudes. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!